Oh, boy. Two of the most intimidating forces in WWE.
The following contest is a championship first round match. And at a combined weight of 620 pounds, Akam and Razor,
the authors of pain.
Akam and Razor have no issue obliterating anything or anyone.
Or obliterating anything or anyone.
That's what I said.
Akam and Razor, two behemoths that possess terrifying speed, shocking agility, and have a big-time future in the WWE. And if the mind games don't work, the authors of pain have no issue physically destroying you.
A stellar career at NXT has led to this. One of the most intimidating tag teams of all time. This is going to be fun.
And at a combined weight of 650 pounds, Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovic, Heavy Machinery.
Two men, they're a little different. They're a little unorthodox, but they're fun to watch, and they know how to get the job done.
Big victory tonight would certainly lead to a few oat sodas after the match tonight. Dozovic and Knight, two tough individuals.
Two big old hosses.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
Running STO Plinth.
Nicely done.
Oh, nasty impact. Big time impact from way up high.
Tag made. Double team ahead.
Into the sidewalk slam. Boom! It'll destroy your face. Oh, what impact! Oh, gut punch. Nasty. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque.
In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification.
That's using your head.
He's taking some offense.
Well, it's not dire consequences for him here, which is good. But just in case, he might want to think about getting his partner in there for him.
In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the competitor in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent.
In a tag match, when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of 5 to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal, both of the superstars' feet have to be on the apron. The partner must be touching the tag rope in the corner. Both team members must touch, and the referee must see the tag be made.
Tagged in. What a stomp! Good grief!
Dozovic got out of there in time.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
Oh my goodness, crushing it! Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are 2-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal 4-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots. But I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever. And what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days.
Nailed it. He's on the defensive here. His tag team match can get out of hand quickly if he doesn't mount an offense soon.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back on the offensive himself, or does he attempt to make a tag here?
I can tell you with all certainty that he did not anticipate his opponent mounting any sort of comeback here. And it looks like he was wrong. Very wrong.
Gets the tag. Comes up big with the reversal.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
Uh-oh, no, don't do this.
This might be it. Oh, my.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
You gotta believe this one's over.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, But the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at one fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss sideboard. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double countout.
The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this.
Tagged in.
Tremendous impact.
Oh, he's got him here. He's got him up.
And
Harsh impact. Tagged in. What a stop. Good grief. Otis Dozovic has been roughed up pretty hard here.
He needs to find a way to create some space or else this thing's over.
this is all but over.
Well, on the plus side, he's not the only one in that ring struggling for air right now.
In off the tag. Are we going to see the tag, Byron? And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
And setting him up. Yes.
That's going to hurt.
And an ear fall.
And the match continues.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
It could be over here.
This is it.
He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that.
Oh, wow. He's looking a little weary here. If they want to win this match, he really needs to make a tag soon.
He needs a breather in a bad way right now. If he could just make it to his corner and make the tag.
It looks to me like he may have lost focus there for a minute. He was really cruising for a while.
Tucker Knight is in position.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, he's such a tough target.
Oh, man. Rezar took his head off.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. And Tucker Knight evades that one.
And Rezar is really taking a pounding.
This is not where he wants to be at this point in this tag team match.
I think this one's over.
Let's not write him off yet. Remember, his opponent isn't necessarily whistling Dixie either.
Showing off some of his speed there. No, he reverses it.
Ooh, what impact.
Running out of time here.
Oh, come on, get in there.
Comes in off the tag. How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now. They got it.
Here are your winners, Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovic. Heavy Machinery.
That's it for this tag team match, and what a thrilling match it was.
They make it look so effortless in there. What an amazing duo.
Guys, I have to say, that was an amazing match.
time.
The following contest is a championship first round match. And at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival.
No flips, Byron.
Just fists. Tag team specialists. There may not be a better team in all of WWE right now than Dawson and Wilder. Great tag teams are on the same page. These two are in the same syllable.
Like you and I, Corey.
What about me? What about you?
No, not this guy.
And from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 236 pounds.
All he does is talk nonsense.
Matt Hardy.
It's not nonsense when you're woken, Michael Cole.
I'm awake.
Let me get this straight. You fall asleep at his house, he dumps you in some lake, you wake up, and then some senior guy goes out in a rowboat and drags you back to shore, right?
Michael Cole, it is painfully obvious that you yourself do not have the wherewithal to become woken. But lucky for the NXT universe, woken wisdom is about to be imparted on the NXT arena.
Oh, man. The excitement level just went through the roof in this arena. One half of Team Extreme.
The charismatic enigma about to grace the WWE universe with his presence.
And from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy.
Man, it is such a treat to see Jeff Hardy enter an arena. The electricity from the WWE fans, the love they have for this man, one of the all-time greats.
Well, it could be argued that Jeff Hardy really laid the groundwork for so many NXT superstars. From his backyard to trampolines to the independents, Jeff Hardy eventually reached the pinnacle of sports entertainment.
This is it. Tag team action underway here, guys.
Why does it always look like Matt Hardy is having some sort of breakdown?
I think the word you were looking for, Saxton, is woken. Because we are witnessing woken Matt Hardy. Get with the program. Beautiful technique.
Dawson wants to put this away.
This could be his moment.
I don't think he's got it complete.
Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
Dragon screw.
That'll tear your knee up.
Irish whip.
There's a tag.
Ooh, a gut buster.
That was all sorts of nasty.
Wilder's looking to finish this.
This just ain't gonna do it.
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous. We've seen a drastic shift in Matt Hardy's personality lately. Ever since he's become woken, he's been speaking quite differently and has been doing weird things at his house.
Oh, atomic drop! Up against the barrier now.
I think that barrier might be the only thing holding him up.
I think you're right.
Byron alluded to Matt Hardy becoming woken. It certainly endeared the already popular Hardy even more with the WWE Universe as he chants about deleting his opponent and shows the world his quote-unquote Hardy compound.
This condition is the best thing to ever happen to the Woken Warrior. You obsolete mules should recognize that Matt Hardy is at his best with the Woken Army by his side as he sentences his opponents to deletion.
Here we go, back inside the ring.
Set him up, side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, perfect form.
Oh, and he reverses it.
A quick reversal by Scott Dawson.
He's too quick for him there. Not looking good for Jeff Hardy there.
But it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
The beauty of tag team competition is that he doesn't need to take the entire brunt of the opposition's attack. Though the thought of making a tag doesn't necessarily appear to be on his mind right now.
I know it's somewhat early still, but this could be a pivotal point in this match, guys. Let's see how he reacts here.
Nailed it.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos.
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Drop kick.
Oh, great height.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Dash Wilder.
Matt Hardy already seemed a little different upon returning at WrestleMania in 2017, but a series of losses that November really pushed Matt past his breaking point.
He wants no part of the outside.
If Dash knows what's good for him, he'd cut that stuff out.
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered. Michael mentioned Matt Hardy's transformation at the end of 2017. A defeat against Bray Wyatt caused Matt to continually chant delete and declare that he had been woken. Really weird stuff.
How Jeff Hardy is in position.
Oh, this might be it. Oh, my. Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Jeff Hardy makes a cover. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
He's still in this.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling Best of 7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
Eludes that one. But I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really
A twist of fate!
That's what he was looking for.
He's got him down. This is it.
Harsh impact.
A lot of pride on the line here in this tag team encounter, but only 2 of these competitors will end up getting what they came for, the win. And tagged in is Scott Dawson.
Boom, what impact! And off the tag is Jeff Hardy.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Jeff Hardy's going for it. That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though. I don't think I'd be showboating if I was Dawson.
During Jeff Hardy's career, he's experienced great success as a singles competitor. Jeff is part of a small group of superstars who've accomplished the feat of becoming a Grand Slam champion.
Beautiful technique. That's how you wear down your opponent.
Scott Dawson is going in for the kill.
Inverted figure four leg lock.
This is all but over.
He fights his way free.
But how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out?
Beastbuster! Things have gotten worse for Jeff Hardy. He could be out of this contest.
Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over.
In a bad spot here, Cole. It's absolutely vital that he get to his corner and make the tag. Otherwise, this match is over.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
As Wilder has him up.
Boom! Nasty backbreaker.
This one is over. Does Jeff Hardy even know where he is?
3! They did it!
Here are your winners, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival.
Nice teamwork by these two here tonight.
I got a feeling they're going to be talking about this win for a while.
And it'll be interesting to see the ripple effects this win has in the weeks to come.
It's party time!
Here we go.
These two dudes genuinely entertain me more than just about anybody.
The following contest is a tag team championship first round match. And at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the
Two
Street
tough,
Profits.
credentialed human beings. Angelo Dawkins, collegiate wrestling standout. Montez Ford, former United States Marine. These guys know how to get turned up and have a good time.
I believe the term is turnt, Corey.
That's what I said, Saxton.
Got to put more oomph into it. More swag.
Byron, you know nothing about swag. You're embarrassing yourself, and somehow you might be the only man on earth to make the Street Profits less cool.
Myron, with the Street Profits out here, I can't even get mad at you.
All right, Michael, high five.
All right, maybe not.
Here comes the Undisputed Era.
And at a combined weight of 397 pounds, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era.
The multifaceted mixed martial arts backgrounds of both Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish make them a threat to each and every tag team in WWE.
These were two men that had a reputation that preceded them after their success all over the world. But these are two men who have lived up to those expectations ever since showing up on NXT.
They debuted alongside Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3 with one goal in mind: to shock the system.
The Re-Dragons. Looking at the future right there, gentlemen.
It's hard to argue with that point, Michael.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
And whichever team wins this match here tonight can absolutely make an argument for being one of WWE's top teams.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train.
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold.
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it...
Oh, look, Bobby Fish is in position. Uh-oh.
He's definitely starting to lose it here.
How'd he do that?
I don't know, Michael, but good thing. I don't think he could have taken much more of that.
Somebody's got hops.
You gotta believe this one's over. He looks a bit off his game here. He's gonna have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
It's no secret that quick tags lead to success in the tag team division. And I'd say the quicker he can make that tag here, the better their chances of winning will be.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here. Angelo Dawkins just too quick. Ooh, what in?
In off the tag. I got right to the gut. In off the tag. Looks like he's starting to falter. It appears his opponent has his number right now.
This is not the time to be a hero. To keep this match from slipping away, he needs to get his partner in there and take a break.
Yeah, he's clearly not on the right side of this match right now, which is a little surprising to me.
He's too quick for him there. Gets the tag. And there's his speed paying off. Oh, he's such a tough target.
Angelo Dawkins just too quick.
Boom, what impact. He's in a little bit of trouble now.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
Belly to belly.
Vicious.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish Blast Kick return the tie and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense.
Angelo Dawkins.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
That might be the end of Fish tonight.
Would you say he's filleted?
His shoulders are down. 2. And the shoulders come up.
Nice kick out there.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Tagged in. What a strike. Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. He's struggling a bit here. This very well may be too much for him to handle.
The abuse his body has gone through in this match is a little disturbing. I don't know why he hasn't made the tag yet. It's almost like he enjoys the pain.
That'll hinder your modeling career. Oh, and he dodges out of the way. There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory. He's going for it all. He's looking at it.
Here's his moment, Michael.
And he stops the count.
Lucky him.
Harsh impact.
Elbow drop, big time.
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
Watch out! Ooh, right to the face.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Look at this. display.
So quick.
When this guy's on, look out. This might be it. Oh, my. Oh, what impact. What a strike. Right on the mark. It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far. This is not where he wants to be at this point in this tag team match.
Things have really gone from bad to worse for him here, guys. He's going to need to make...
Here's the cover. 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, that may have been a slow count.
He's still in this. Beautiful technique.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Nailed it.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Great effort from both these teams, guys, but at this point, both sides look to be struggling here.
Amazingly, neither side looking to give in here, guys. I don't think we could have asked for a more exciting match.
And the instinct from Fish on display.
So quick.
Gonna have to get back in the ring here, guys.
Running out of time.
Back in from the floor. He's bringing it back inside the ring now. And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Oh, knee just being torn apart now.
And the instinct from Fish on display.
So quick.
Oh boy, he is rolling. They're out there, opponent. Snake Eyes! He can end it here.
You got him.
2. Oh, I can't believe he had the energy to kick out of that.
How'd he do that?
What a stomp.
Good grief.
And if he hits this,
You gotta believe this one's over.
Can he finish him off here? Angelo Dawkins might have just secured the victory.
will it be? 2, 3. What an incredible tag team contest.
Here are your winners, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
Big win here in tag team action tonight.
That is what I like to call a statement win, Michael.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks. We hope you enjoyed that great match.
Top guy time.
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. And at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival.
No nonsense, no gimmicks, no flips, just fists.
Two men who proudly carry collective chips on their shoulders, and they've managed to use that bitterness to bring themselves to the big stage where it's their time to shine.
Rough and tough as they come. Old school throwbacks. Byron, are you friends with Anderson and Gallows?
I'd like to consider myself on good terms with them.
Because they talk about you a lot.
Oh, yeah? What do they say?
They say, nerd!
And at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Bonafide legends in the land of the rising sun. Anderson and Gallows, two of my favorite people to be around outside of the ring, because inside they're all business.
I'd like to hang out with Anderson and Gallows outside of the ring.
You would never be invited to Brother Softly with these two guys.
I'd like to have abs like Anderson.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Here we go, folks, as we kick off this tag team match.
A quick reversal by Scott Dawson.
Wicked clothesline. Look at Luke Gallows starting to slow here.
I don't think he expected to be in this position here.
It looks to me like his partner's itching to get in there. And now might be a good time to give him what he wants.
Sometimes when you're dominating your opponent as much as he's been doing in this match, you lose focus. That's likely what happened here.
And now Scott Dawson is getting in his opponent's head.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Luke Gallows in some trouble here.
This tag team match is dangerously close to getting out of control for him.
If I'm his partner, I'm furious right now. There's no reason why he shouldn't have made a tag by now.
Man, he was making it look easy there for a moment, which is pretty impressive considering who he's in the ring with.
Takes him down hard.
You gotta love that kind of aggression.
Nailed it.
Just striking at will.
And off the tag is Carl Anderson.
Oh, an elbow drop. What a strike. Dropped, and that was a hard shot, Corey.
Yeah, you might want to think about throwing in the towel at this point.
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Oh, that's the impact.
Drop kick!
Great athleticism.
Gallows has to find a way to get back on offense.
Yeah, this match is going to be over.
Unless this thing turns around here, this tag team match is all but over.
He has got to fight back. This one could go either way, guys. It might just come down to which superstar is the next to make a mistake.
Ring rattling.
Carl Anderson tags in.
Scott Dawson is pulling out all the stops here.
Harsh impact.
Oh, the arm's trapped.
Scoop slam.
In off the tag is Scott Dawson.
Oh, impactful slam.
What's coming next?
Beautiful technique.
An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relent.
Good grief. Scott Dawson just too fast for him. Oh.
Dash Wilder tags in.
Leg drop.
Wilder's fired up. Oh, the reversal by Carl Anderson.
Oh, right to the body. That hurt.
Wilder got out of there just in time.
Barely. Boom. Nice. What a stomp.
Good grief.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
And tagged in is Scott Dawson. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Nope, reverses it.
Carl Anderson with a nice reversal.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
Oh, he turns it around.
Whoa, Anderson dodged that one.
Great effort from both these teams, guys, but at this point, both sides look to be struggling here.
You gotta believe this one's over. Boom!
Rocket kick. But I don't... Boom! Rocket kick. What a comeback. Shoulders down. 2, 3.
And we have our winners.
Here are your winners, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
And they get the win, thanks in large part to Carl Anderson.
If these guys choose to stay together, they have all the makings of being one of the best duos WWE has ever seen.
You got that right, partner. Again, huge win here tonight.
They love to have fun, but they're as tough as they come.
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. And at a combined weight of 650 pounds.
I love me some heavy machinery. Fun fact about Otis Dozovic, he's achieved the impossible. He's as wide as he is tall. He's a human anomaly. He's sharp as a marble. Tucker Knight, I'm a big fan of. Incredibly athletic, big man. Both of these human beings, top collegiate wrestlers before arriving in NXT. One simple motto, it's about their stakes and their weights. It's party time! I love these guys.
And at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
Hey, Corey, let me see your swag.
Byron, I didn't think it was possible, but you saying what you just did somehow make Dawkins and Ford less cool.
Can you imagine all three of us walking into a club, cutting a rug or two? I can.
Byron, you're humiliating yourself.
Look, I am in with the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins.
You're not, Byron. You're making them less money right now. The Street Profits want nothing to do with you. These two dudes are legit. They're incredibly talented. They're tough, and they know how to have a good time that doesn't involve a bicycle museum.
I even feel like dancing.
Montez Ford is one of the best-dressed guys in all of sports entertainment, and coming from me, that means something.
Big-time tag team match underway here.
Ooh, what impact.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Ooh, just dropped.
Tagged in.
Big backdrop.
The intensity of this match has been incredible.
At the elbow.
He's too quick for him there. Comes in off the tag.
And Tucker Knight evades that one.
Irish whip. And there's his speed paying off. And it's reversed.
Really working over the body. Oh, nasty impact.
In off the tag.
Uh-oh. There's no way he's giving up now.
This could be dangerous. This could be big. Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
Tagged in.
Assault on the lower back.
What a clothesline!
Ouch. Oh, what a kick.
The stop in the leg.
Just nasty.
Punch right to the face! I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at Workers' School, that's for sure.
Ooh, what impact.
The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this. He's making a statement here with this attack. Nailed it. When this guy's on, look out.
Boom, what impact. Harsh impact. What a stomp. Good grief. Beautiful technique. This might be it. Oh, my.
Great effort from both these teams, guys, but at this point, both sides look to be struggling here.
Angelo Dawkins just too quick.
Instinct. That's the only thing keeping these teams standing at this point.
Dropped from above.
Great effort from both these teams, guys, but at this point, both sides look to be struggling here.
Down to the floor.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
Oh boy, he is rolling. These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back inside that ring.
Comes up big with the reversal.
Double axe handle smash.
And that's it. This one is over.
Here are your winners, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
And that's what happens when you can't answer the 10 count.
Hey, rules are rules. You got to pay attention to the 10 count or you're going to lose. It's that simple.
It's party time!
Here we go.
These two dudes genuinely entertain me more than just about anybody.
The following contest is the final in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. And at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
Two tough, credentialed human beings. Angelo Dawkins, collegiate wrestling standout. Montez Ford, former United States Marine. These guys know how to get turned up and have a good time.
I believe the term is turnt, Corey.
That's what I said, Saxton.
Gotta put more oomph into it. More swag.
Byron, you know nothing about swag. You're embarrassing yourself, and somehow you might be the only man on earth to make the Street Profits less cool.
Byron, with the Street Profits out here, I can't even get mad at you.
All right, Michael, high five. All right, maybe not.
Hey, I played word association with Anderson Gallows earlier today. I said, Byron Saxton. You know what they said?
Let me guess, I got this. Nerd!
And at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
One of the all-time great tag teams. Legends in Japan. Former tag team champions here in WWE. As big and bad as they come.
The motto's always been very clear. We're here to beat people up and win championships.
A couple of good hoots looking to make a trip to the pay window.
And here we go. This tag team match is going to be heated, to say the least.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Gallows able to get out of the way there.
Nice little dodge ski.
And it's reversed.
Clothesline! Right in the back of the neck.
Oh, man, that hurts. And incredible. Looking for all the glory here. 2. What? Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable.
Dangerous.
And off the tag. Is Carl Anderson. Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go. You gotta believe this one's over. Splash in the corner. Wow. Boom. And what a reversal from Luke Gallows. Angelo Dawkins just too quick. Carl Anderson tags in. And he's heading back in. Ooh!
Comes in off the tag.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Harsh impact. Luke Gallows in with the tag.
Boom, what impact.
At the arm.
No, reverses it.
Gallows able to get out of the way there.
Nice little dodge ski. Beautiful technique.
And off the tag is Carl Anderson.
Vicious attack. The running senton. Crushing impact.
And there's his speed paying off.
Whoa, Anderson dodged that one. Ooh, what impact.
Tagged in.
What a stomp. Good grief. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Carl Anderson with a nice reversal. Luke Gallows tagged in. I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing.
Gallows able to get out of the way there. Nice little dodge ski.
Escapes trouble there.
Nailed it.
Look out, down he goes.
And he might not get back up.
He wants no part of the outside. Back in the ring now.
Oh, he's able to reverse it. Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Tagged in.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Drop kick. Oh, right in the back. Oh, nasty impact.
Carl Anderson tags in.
Boom!
And it's obvious that Carl Anderson's having a good time in there.
Corey, tell me, just how much strength does carrying your opponent around like this take?
Let's put it this way, Cole. Saxton would never be able to do it.
This might be it.
Oh, my. What a stomp. Good grief. Big time slam. Vicious.
Tagged in.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Whoa, Anderson dodged that one. Oof. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
In off the tag.
Oh, to tear the features clean off your face. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Ooh. Luke Gallows in with the tag. I don't know how much more damage one person could take. I don't care how tough you are.
I don't think this is the right time for Carl Anderson to be showing off.
Bang!
Oh, man.
Backbreaker. Just carrying the opposition here.
But you can't carry your opponent all day. You gotta make a move eventually.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Lightning fast reflexes. And here's Montez Ford.
will break your crown. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Luke Gallows is in a real bad spot.
Oh! Oh, nasty impact.
And off the tag is Carl Anderson. This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good.
In a precarious position here.
Yeah, I don't like where this is heading, Michael. Oh, Anderson dodged that one.
Oh, and he dodges out of the way.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Vicious knee. Boom! Rocket kick. But can he follow up here?
A lot of pride on the line here in this tag team encounter, but only two of these competitors will end up getting what they came for, the win. Another great tag team match here tonight. I don't think the tag team scene has ever been hotter here in WWE.
Whoa, Anderson dodged that one.
Ooh, kick to the face.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible. Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque. Harsh impact.
Got the reversal.
Vicious strike. Anderson picks him up.
Fireman's carry cutter.
Here's his moment, Michael.
He could pin his opponent right here. 2, 3. They did it. They won the match.
Here are your winners, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
I can't say that I'm all that surprised about the outcome. When it's your night, it's your night.
And the crowd here tonight still in awe over that great match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
The Irish Last Kicker.
Go ahead, Byron. Get head over heels. Tell us why Becky Lynch is so great.
A young lady who has prided herself on being different. A young lady who has prided herself on thinking outside the box. And she has taken that mentality to tremendous success here in WWE.
Becky Lynch should be prosecuted for improper use of the metal horns, out here dressed like something out of an H.G. Wells novel.
Natalya, one of the all-time greats, really a trailblazer in the women's division here in WWE, and going to bring that expertise and experience here to NXT.
Product of the infamous Hart family dungeon, Natalya no stranger to NXT and the superstars on the rise.
You can certainly sense the respect from the NXT universe towards Natalya.
Well, I respect Natalya for one reason, Byron. Her cat has more social media followers than you do.
Well, maybe he'll give me a retweet.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch. Introducing the champion from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Raw Women's Champion, Natalya.
So don't move a muscle.
One woman Becky Lynch goes back a long way with is third-generation superstar Natalya. The two became friends during the 2005 independent tour of Japan.
Becky and Natalya went their separate ways, Cole, before reconnecting a decade later when Lynch debuted in WWE. It was a thing of beauty to see that friendship disintegrate so quickly. I don't know who's looking more forward to this, the women in the ring or me.
We discussed Becky Lynch's history with Natalya, and what stands out to me is that both are former SmackDown Live Women's Champions, and both superstars are experts in submission wrestling.
There's no doubt about it, guys. The WWE Universe knows that they are in for one heck of a ride when the Irish Last Kicker's disarmor locks up against Natalya's sharpshooter.
Nailed it.
Boom, what impact! Drop down.
Beautiful technique.
Bulldog! What a stomp.
Good grief.
Boom, what a kick. beautiful.
The champ's absorbing some offense here, but she has the fight of a champion in her, which will certainly help her down the stretch.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. Ooh, what impact. The stakes were high at 2016's Backlash, where one woman would be crowned the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion in a six-pack elimination challenge match.
The excitement level was off the charts, Michael. The WWE Universe saw Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Natalya, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, and Naomi compete to be the first woman to hold the magnificent prize.
This might be it.
Oh my. To elaborate on that Backlash match, fellas, the six-pack challenge is one of the more unpredictable forms of competition in WWE. I didn't think Becky
Lynch makes the cover.
And that was only a one.
It's way too early.
Wow.
That won't separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
Oh, what a stomp. Good grief.
Drop kick right on point. Thunderous power slam.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her.
Hooked up.
Oh, what a slam.
Drop kick.
Got the reversal.
Devastating elbow.
The champ being put to the test in a major way. We might be witnessing the final moments of her championship reign.
I would never question her toughness, but at this point, I just don't see how she can win this match. She's simply taken too much offense.
Well, her chances certainly are looking bleak right now, guys. But as long as she's breathing, I expect her to fight. That's just the kind of competitor she is.
It's no secret that Becky Lynch is one of the toughest superstars in WWE. It takes a lot to bring the last kicker down. Corey, where do you think that toughness comes from?
Well, remember, Cole, Becky was a tomboy as a kid and endured grueling training for the ring, courtesy of one Finn Balor. When I saw her train in NXT, it's going to take a lot to keep... There it is.
Exploder suplex. I do not like Natalya's chances here, guys. Natalya's chances just went from bad to worse. Look at her go.
Devastating kick. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Shoulders down, this could be it. This might be it.
Oh, my. Harsh impact.
Becky Lynch shuts down all uncertainty. She is now champion.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Boom.
Here is your winner, and the new Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
And Becky Lynch walks away with the win.
Wow, when you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
We've got an animated crowd here tonight, as we usually do when we're in Orlando.
Byron, are you friends with Anderson and Gallows?
I'd like to consider myself on good terms with them.
Because they talk about you a lot.
Oh, yeah? What do they say?
They say, nerd!
Bona fide legends in the land of the rising sun. Anderson and Gallows, two of my favorite people to be around outside of the ring, because inside, they're all business.
I'd like to hang out with Anderson and Gallows outside of the ring.
You would never be invited to Brother Softly with these two guys.
I'd like to have abs like Anderson.
Oh, yeah, me too.
The Scottish Supernova.
My one word for the hour is smug.
Noam Dar's not smug. Noam Dar's confident. An incredibly skilled technician in the ring. Noam Dar has a ring IQ higher than most in WWE.
Prides himself on maintaining a veteran mindset because of that vast international experience.
He's only 24, Byron. That's incredible.
It's amazing.
Highly skilled. He's the first Israeli-born superstar to compete in WWE.
He's got a little bit of his own swag going, too.
He's smug.
He's not smug, Cole. He's confident.
Look who's at NXT. It's now a no-fly zone, guys.
Oh, great.
The fact is, Drew Gulak is a skilled mat technician. He pays great attention to detail, especially when it means manipulating the human anatomy.
Do you know he actually cornered me with his PowerPoint presentation explaining how he was going to win here tonight? I think this is the first time I fell asleep with my eyes open.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 371 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Noam Dar and Drew Gulak.
What a night.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
Tag team action in full effect, guys, and these superstars are about to show all you folks what it's all about.
No one's backing down here. What an impasse. Ooh!
Boom, what impact!
Beautiful. Beautiful technique. Nailed it.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions.
Oh, what a boot. Oh, my goodness, crushing it.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was the team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract. Yeah. The shoulders are down.
Oh, the dreaded claw to the shoulder. Man. Gallows gets that shoulder up. Not yet. A barrage of strikes. Endless. Drop kick. Hits the mark.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Long distance drop. What a stomp. Good grief.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, The New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold.
Oh, nasty impact. Oh, what impact. Oh, right to the face.
Inching closer to... Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
That'll hinder your modeling career. Boom, what impact. Oh, what a boot to the face.
Just a little showboating from Carl Anderson.
Oh, I don't know if their opponent expected that. Flapjack.
You're not going to win many matches that easily.
Still plenty of ammo left in this machine gun. Suplex.
Now we see Carl Anderson
starting to slow down a bit.
He's really going to need to create some space for himself.
It might be time for him to recharge that battery. All he has to do is get to his corner and make the tag.
You got to believe this one's over.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no question. He's showing great energy as usual.
In off the tag.
What a strike. Whoa, Anderson dodged that one.
Going for never broke. Is he done?
There's a...
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Gets the tag. Harsh impact.
Whoa, Anderson dodged that one.
Since Carl Anderson debuted in WWE, we've witnessed that this man,
Boom! Rocket kick.
Nice.
Shut it down.
Carl Anderson is looking to end this right now.
Wow, I thought he was a goner. Oh boy, he is rolling.
neck breaker. Boom!
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
Neck breaker.
That could be it. Luke Gallows in with the tag.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. The continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent...
Rolling knee bar. Smooth transition. Uh-oh. Poised and ready.
Running insecurity. This just might... The champion into the cover.
This is going to be bad for Noam Dar. Oh, the Human Torch up and down. What a slam.
And there's the reversal from Luke Gallows.
In off the tag. He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that.
Gallows isn't going to get pinned by some nerd. He's not a nerd. You're a nerd.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. A bad place to be for the challenger. He doesn't want to let this match get out of control, guys.
Why he's still in the match at this point is beyond me, guys. Maybe he forgot it's a tag team match. I don't know. There's got to be some explanation.
Guys, at this point, I'd be shocked if his opponent is able to complete this comeback.
Oh! May only be heart keeping Noam Dar in this match.
There may be no coming back from this.
He's running on fumes right now. It might be smart for him to make a tag. You'd have to think so.
Slam! We might be looking at a new champ here. This situation just...
Can he score the pin?
What a tag team display.
Here are your winners and the new World Tag Team Champions, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
And there's your winner via pinfall.
It's performances like the one we just saw from these guys that makes tag team wrestling so exciting.
We've got an animated crowd here tonight, as we usually do when we're in Orlando.